The 21st century is experiencing a shift in educational practices. No longer are students asked to sit quietly in straight rows and fill worksheets to record their knowledge. Today's students are expected to create original, authentic products, apply information, and integrate technology into their core content curriculum. With that in mind, may I present an integrated and multidisciplinary novel study to show you just what your students can accomplish and how technology can be incorporated into your classroom. Our curriculum includes Egypt in 6th grade study of ancient cultures. My presentation will illustrate the various technological strategies that you can incorporate into your units. Remember, these activities can be adapted to any content area. As students study ancient Egypt, it is so foreign and far away from anything they can relate to. So, to bring it into a meaningful context for them, I first focus on the geography of Egypt to establish a framework for where this great civilization once lived. This wonderful website from the UK presents the Nile River in an interactive format in which students can apply their knowledge and make choices based on the events their character encounters throughout the journey. I find that using music while the students are working sets the mood and helps students focus on the project. I searched the internet for royalty-free music and found this piece from freeplaymusic.com. I add this to other audio files I have so that the students can hear a variety of sounds and styles as we explore Egypt. Students learn the process of building a pyramid by reading information on the internet and in non-fiction books that I have collected. Using those sources, they then design a flowchart using Inspiration software. This program provides shapes and tools that are easily used by the students. They have the freedom to develop their own layout, one that makes sense to them as they summarize the steps in their own words. From there, they utilize the share function that sends the diagram directly to a Word document in which their design is imported, along with their outline reflecting the information as it is organized. This really helps them learn how information connects into a usable format. Another activity that I used with the students focuses on the pyramids as they stand today. Again, this is to bring the foreign land closer to them. I have students open an Excel spreadsheet and enter text to label each column as shown in this image. From there, the students and I discuss the formula they have learned within their math class to calculate the volume of a square pyramid. The length and width of the base times the height of the apex, all divided by 3. Applying their knowledge of Excel, they then enter that formula into the spreadsheet using correct functions. Once that is complete, they are free to enter their own numbers and test their formula. Then I provide the actual values of one of the pyramids in Giza for them to calculate. They are amazed at the actual volume that was created without the use of modern machines. Once we have completed these activities, we travel back in time to study the gods and goddesses of ancient Egypt. The students use PowerPoint as they find a word, a person, or an item from ancient Egypt to include in their ABCs of that time. This is a great exercise in that it pushes the students to think critically and explore the sources to find what they need. I also have the students write, or should I say type, about one of the gods from Egyptian mythology. They choose their favorite deity to research for this assignment from a list of 5 that I have provided. I wait for them to complete the assignment, and I use that to help me group the students for the remainder of the unit. It is surprising how it all works out, and the groups naturally come together based on their common interests. As the students are gaining knowledge of Egypt's long history, we enter our novel study, The Egypt Game by Zilpha Keatley Snyder. My students love this work of fiction because it includes imagery, symbolism, and realistic childhood issues. The friends in the novel have a passion about the ancient culture, and I believe this offers a great example to today's students that history can be interesting and exciting. So as we read the book, I have comprehension questions, vocabulary activities, and more. We all know that students love the internet, so I have them create vocabulary flashcards in Quizlet, and I incorporate content words such as oracle and papyrus, in addition to academic words such as consternation and treacherous. This activity increases student comprehension and develops their vocabulary repertoire. Throughout the novel study, I have students write in their homemade journals, noting their thoughts, questions, and personal summaries from each chapter. They keep this journal for their own reflection, and the journal also serves as a study guide for their formal assessment.
Poor Queen Carotidi has died, so we will soon be hosting the ceremony for the dead. But let us track back in time, and let me show you the story.
AC before air conditioning.
The final project of this unit is what the students remember the most. They are to write and perform their own ceremony for a class movie that is premiered on the in-house school newscast and published on the school website. The students build their own props, design their own costumes, and work together as they prepare their ceremony. I love watching the final films with them and listening to their conversations and critiques of the performances. My goal for this presentation has been twofold. One, I wanted to show you what your students are capable of achieving using the technology available to us. The second was to show you what you are capable of achieving as you guide and inspire the 21st century learner.